Gather the kids. This show is all for them.
It's time for the whole family to switch into energy-saving mode.
Today on PowerHouse, we'll make our gaming systems work for us with some strategies and settings.
We'll install a device that makes it easy to conserve water and energy.
And we'll harness motion sensors and unplugging habits to make sure we're in control of the energy we use.
Family savings can lead to family fun on this week's PowerHouse.
Spring, summer, fall, or winter, kids home on break mean that our energy use is about to spike. General usage of lights and appliances will go up, along with use and charging of the ever-present electronics and handheld devices.
In 2023, 63% of Americans played mobile or console games regularly. That's a lot of gaming. Whether your game time is spent on gaming consoles, PCs, or handheld devices, we have some tips and guidance on how to keep power flowing to these systems in the most efficient way. First, we're going to talk about gaming consoles and some specifics on accessing their power-saving modes. Then we'll look at power and charging options that make choosing energy efficiency as easy as flipping a switch.
In the US, the three most popular gaming consoles are the PlayStation, the Xbox, and the Nintendo Switch. There are multiple generations of these systems still in operation, and almost all of them have an easy-to-access power-saving setting that you can engage.
PlayStation has a rest mode that allows the unit to hibernate while you're not playing it. This mode not only throttles down power usage and saves you money, but it maintains functionality and actually facilitates faster downloads and updates while the system isn't busy powering play. It can also continue to charge connected devices as needed. To access this mode, you can press the PlayStation or PS button on the controller. This brings up the taskbar menu. You can manage your preferences in this mode by going to Settings. From here, you can access the power options available and customize the settings to your needs, including which features you want working, like charging or updates, and set how long of a period of inactivity you want before it enters rest mode.
Now, on this and any of the consoles we talk about, the ultimate power-saving mode is to shut it all the way off. Most consoles have a switch or button on the console itself, as well as access to an off mode via the operational menus.
Switching all the way off, especially if you're away from the house, can protect the console for power surges or storms that could potentially corrupt the operation of the machine. Low power mode for the Xbox is also referred to as shutdown. This mode cuts the console's power use by 20 times and can be accessed in a matter of seconds. Press the Xbox guide button. This is the lighted Xbox logo in the center of your controller. Once in the pop-up menu, navigate to the Profile and System tab. It should be the one farthest to the right. When you've opened this tab, scroll down and select Settings. In Settings is a General tab. Click that and scroll to the right to select Power Options. Selecting that button will show you your options. Select Shutdown Mode.
You'll know it's enabled when it's green and it says Active at the bottom. You can further customize these settings by navigating right to the Customize Power options. Automatic downloads and updates are still available in this power-saving mode, and booting up for play is still fast while saving energy and money.
The Nintendo Switch family of products have multiple power-saving functions, including sleep mode and an auto sleep function. Sleep mode consumes less energy while maintaining basic functionalities like charging and keeping the internet connection live. It also facilitates a quick resumption of the last activity when you come back to the console.
As with any electronic device, turning it off if you're not using it is the best power saver. To turn it off, hold the power button on the console down for 5 seconds. From the menu that pops up, select Power Options. Using the controller, scroll down to turn off and hit the A button. This helps reset and preserve the hardware, as well as saving power.
For sleep mode, you can simply push the button on top of the console to enter sleep, or using the controller, You can hold down the home button on the right-hand controller and select sleep mode when the pop-up window appears. Either of these options are great when it's time to take a break.
No matter what type or generation of system you have, check the settings or operating instructions to see if you can engage a power saving mode. If your system doesn't have one, you still have options for easy power down and saving energy.
A good way to manage the power demands of any type of entertainment system is to plug them into an advanced power strip. Not only do power strips of this type protect your valuable electronics from power surges, they're easy to switch off when the components are not in use to make sure you're not letting power trickle away.
Power strips are also a great solution for device charging, allowing you to turn the whole thing off when everything is charged with just one flick of a switch or a quick unplugging of the strip.
Here are some other ways to stay energy efficient while gaming. Invest in energy efficient hardware. When purchasing a new console, look for models known for their energy efficiency. Manufacturers often provide energy ratings.
Be smart with accessories. It's not just the main units using energy. Accessories like gaming chairs and VR headsets can draw more power than you think.
Regular maintenance. Frequently clean your hardware. Dust and debris can make your system work harder, therefore using more energy. Clean out vents and consider internal cleanings to remove dust from components, ensuring your system runs smoothly and energy efficiently.
You can keep fun in your break without breaking the bank. For more energy-saving tips and advice for your PowerHouse, visit our website at powerhousetv.com. Did you know? The average video game console will use around 90 watts of power when it is being actively used for gaming and 1 to 2 watts during standby mode when the console is off but plugged in. The average family of 4 uses around 400 gallons of water per day. Most of that water is used in the bathroom. And with the kids home during the summer, you'll probably notice your water usage rising. One easy way to save water and energy is to take a shower versus a bath. The average bath uses between 30 and 50 gallons of water, where a 10-minute shower with a water-saving shower head uses 25 gallons. Today we're going to show you an easy test to see how much water your shower head is using and if you might benefit from installing a low-flow unit. All you need is a 2-gallon bucket and a stopwatch or timer or your phone. The unit of measurement for shower heads is gallons per minute. So we're going to take the 2 gallons, or 2, and divide it by the amount of time it takes to fill the bucket. All right, here we go. All right, that took 2.28 minutes. So if we divide 2 by that number, that gives us 0.87 gallons per minute. Replacing just one shower head can save the average family 2,900 gallons of water, and that amounts to enough electricity to power the home for 13 days. It's amazing. In addition to using a low-flow shower head, we have another energy-saving idea for your shower. Here's Pete with more.
Most people prefer a hot shower to a cold one, but if you've ever run your shower for minutes on end to get it to the right temperature, you know the sound of money running down the drain. I've got a handy item you're going to want to look into. This is the Evolve Shower Start Valve. Let's talk about how it works, and then I'll show you how to quickly install one. We've all done it, turned on the shower to get warm water, and then got distracted with our phones, or brushing our teeth, or making our bed, only to let gallons of hot water run down the drain. The beauty of this device is that it doesn't let that happen. By installing it just behind your shower head, the thermostatic element of this device senses when the water is at the desired temperature and engages a valve to hold it back until you're in the shower and ready. This creates efficiency not only in water usage, but saves the power needed to heat extra hot water. The device works with standard fixtures. It doesn't require a low-flow shower head or extra adapters or fittings. It meets or exceeds standards set by the WaterSense and the Uniform Plumbing Code. Let's look at what you need for installation. the shower start device, plumber's tape or gasket, and possibly a soft touch wrench or pliers to remove your shower head. Step 1 is to remove your shower head from the shower arm pipe. There may be a gasket present in either the head or in the end of the shower arm pipe. Remove this and repurpose it for sealing the shower start to the shower head. If no gasket is present, you can use plumber's tape to ensure a good seal. Simply wrap the tape around the male threads of the shower start device. 2 to 3 times around should do it. Then screw the device into the shower head, hand tightening it only. Now apply plumber's tape to the threads on the shower arm pipe. Use only 2 to 4 wraps to create a secure seal connection. Take the device with the shower head attached and hand tighten it onto the shower arm pipe. Once it's secure and you've properly positioned the shower head, attach the pull cord to the shower start device and you're ready to go. This handy device runs about $30 to buy, and it can save you thousands of gallons of water and valuable energy dollars every year. For more great ideas on conserving water and energy, visit PowerHouseTV.com.
The average American shower uses 16 gallons of water and lasts for 8 minutes, with a flow rate of 2.1 gallons per minute. We love having all our family members in our PowerHouse, but sometimes they or we can be a little absent-minded when it comes to turning off light switches. It can be really frustrating to repeatedly walk into a room where no one is hanging out, but the lights are still on. Well, we've got an easy solution: motion sensing light switches. There are a variety of models, styles, and operating options out there at different price points, so you'll need to select the one that matches your needs, aesthetics, and budget. Your tool needs for this project are minimal, and they include a screwdriver and possibly a couple of wire nuts for securing wires together. There are smart options available in motion sensor light switches. The cost is a bit higher, but they do provide a wider range of programmable features, like dimming or ambient light sensing, if that's what you would like for a particular room or area. For our project, we've chosen a simpler model that's programmed at the switch. Now let's get started. Safety first. Identify the circuit breaker that controls the switch you're replacing and turn it off. Double check to make sure the power to the switch is cut. You can use a multimeter for this if you have one, or just make sure the switch is not operating. Read the instructions carefully on your replacement switch so that you understand the installation process and are aware of the wiring patterns and grounding requirements. It should be pretty easy to match up the wiring already present, but be prepared to make some quick labels for the wires if needed. Using the screwdriver, remove the wall plate over the switch and then the switch itself. Pull out the wiring bundle behind the switch and match up hot wires, ground wires, and neutral wires according to the installation instructions. Once you have the wires identified and matched, you can begin connecting them properly by twisting the corresponding wires together, beginning with the grounds and neutrals, ground to ground, hot to hot, etc., and cap them tightly with a wire nut. Before you tuck all the wires back into the receptacle, briefly turn on the breaker to make sure your connections were successful and that you have power to the switch. If all is well, turn off the breaker and tidy up the wires in the receptacle. Screw the new switch into place securely. If your model is like ours, it will need to be programmed at the switch. Functions vary between brands and styles, so read the instructions carefully to achieve the sensor and time delay parameters you would like for this particular location. Once you're set, affix the switch cover, turn on the breaker, and enjoy your new hands-free motion sensor switch. If at any point you're uncomfortable with the task, you can always choose to engage an electrician or a more experienced DIYer to help. Cutting down on inadvertent power usage is just one way to make your PowerHouse more efficient.
Want to save even more energy on lighting? Swap out traditional bulbs you may have to LED bulbs. Switching just one light from a traditional bulb to an LED could save you as much as $80 over the life of the bulb. If you multiply that by all the fixtures in your home, that can really add up. Plus, you don't have to replace LEDs as often. They're built to last. The U.S. Department of Energy estimates that LED bulbs can last 30 times longer than an incandescent bulb. Most LED bulbs last an average of 25,000 hours. If the bulb was left on 24 hours a day, you'd only have to replace it every 15 years. It might be intimidating to try to figure out what type of LED bulb to buy. Each box has a label similar to a nutrition label. It will tell you the brightness of the bulb. For example, 800 lumens is equal to the brightness of a 60-watt incandescent bulb. It'll also tell you how much the bulb will cost per year, as well as the light appearance ranging from a warm yellowish tint to a bright bluish daylight color. For more energy-saving and life-improving ideas for your spaces, visit our website at powerhousetv.com. One of the first applications of motion sensing outside the military was developed by Samuel Bagneau in the mid-1940s. Using his knowledge of radar and newly developed electrical components, Bagneau began doing research on ultrasonic alarm, which works similarly to radar.
Want to get the whole family involved in saving energy? Invite them to help you slay some vampires.
Energy vampires are the result of our instant-on approach to power. Many of our appliances and devices spend much of their time in standby, sucking away little bits of power at a time.
Just like mythological vampires draw the life slowly out of their victims, vampire electronics methodically drain energy out of your home and dollars out of your budget. We're going to help you identify and eliminate some of the worst energy villains in your powerhouse.
Take the opportunity to have a fun and slightly creepy nighttime activity. One of the easiest ways to identify energy vampires is to take a look around your darkened home at night. Do you see an array of tiny lights or lighted displays? Those are likely some of your vampires doing what they do in the dark of night. When you take a minute to really look, you might be surprised at what's peeking back at you. This is one of the most obvious clues about your phantom power use.
Do a room-by-room investigation with the kids taking the lead. Vampire appliance or electronic issues can show up just about anywhere. And in the kitchen, you have numerous items that draw electricity all the time. Clock displays on microwaves and ovens mean that they're always drawing a bit of power, but it's minimal, and it's not very practical to unplug those appliances on a daily basis. And the refrigerator also gets a pass because it's, well, refrigerating all the time. But maybe look to your countertops. Is there a coffee maker continually plugged in? Unplug it. Same with air fryers and toasters and blenders and slow cookers and other small appliances that likely aren't getting used on a daily basis. Plug them in only when you need them to cut those vampires off at their source. And maybe create a reward system for everyone who remembers to unplug. The areas where you live and play might have the most energy-stealing culprits. TVs typically have a standby mode, as do many stereo components and powered speakers. So, consider plugging the components of your entertainment system into a single switchable surge protector strip. That way the whole strip can be powered down when the system is not in use.
Also, check around for phone and device chargers. Some experts have dubbed these accessories wall warts because of their constant presence in our outlets. These little energy drainers should be unplugged when not in use, so they're not charging you money while they're not charging your phone.
When wrangling those entertainment vampires, don't forget about gaming systems. They continue to draw power even when they're not in use. So add them to the strip with the TV and other electronics that you can easily power off.
Increased capabilities of gaming systems such as built-in video streaming also up their ability to drain power. Some top-of-the-line systems use between 70 and 90 watts per hour while streaming video. This is well above the Energy Star standard of 50. Consider using your gaming consoles for gaming exclusively and leave the streaming to a dedicated streaming device which uses a fraction of the power.
Another way to reduce the idle energy your gaming system uses is by adjusting the system's settings to make sure the console automatically shuts down after an hour of inactivity.
After unplugging all those energy vampires, including device chargers, now it's time to wrangle up and recycle all of your old chargers you have laying around. According to the EPA, about 350,000 phones are thrown away every day. That's 152 million phones a year. If the charging cord for each of those phones was connected, it would go around the world 3.5 times.
The Natural Resources Defense Council estimates that the average household likely loses more than $165 every year due to energy vampires.
That's a lot of dollars.
It is.
The bad guys are easy to spot. Take a look around your PowerHouse and be an energy-saving hero. Visit AlliantEnergy.com for more tips and tricks on finding and eliminating energy vampires in your home. Search Phantom Power.
Here are a few more easy things you can do to save energy this summer. Bump up the temperature on your thermostat. A degree or two can make a big impact on your energy usage.
Use fans to keep cool. If using ceiling fans, be sure the blades are rotating counterclockwise. This pushes the cool air down. And one thing to remember, fans don't actually lower the temperature of a room. The airflow creates a wind chill effect that helps you feel cooler. So turn them off when you leave the room.
Avoid using energy during peak hours. Peak hours are usually mid-afternoon to early evening. So wash a load of clothes first thing in the morning or run the dishwasher before going to bed.
Avoid the oven. Use your microwave or slow cooker to keep the kitchen cool. Better yet, fire up the grill.
Family took center stage on this week's PowerHouse.
We showed our systems we're not playing games when it comes to energy.
We made shower timing a no-brainer and conserved energy and water in the process.
We eliminated the issue of who didn't turn off this light.
And we made phantom power suckers dematerialize.
We definitely showcased the power of family on this week's PowerHouse.